Benvenuti, buongiorno. È domenica e io di domenica non parlo in inglese. Mi spiace, ma ognuno ha i suoi vizi e io la domenica non ci riesco proprio. Anyway, welcome. I try to do something better because today it's Sunday. And I try to use English, but I'm not allowed to do that. But anyway, I try. Two simple questions for before. When I started to design the boat, the 77, anyway, structurally speaking, we designed structurally the stair with the solutions inside. But of course, I'm an architect, and for everybody, one architect is unable to design structure, but we did. Anyway, that one is a detail. Working inside in one level of complexity like Sanlorenzo, one Sanlorenzo factory is not only a factory. You have to put inside one incredible level of complexity. Everything it's a combination about of passion, engineering, design, quality, construction, to do everything all together and to glue everything all together. I suggest to Massimo, you need art direction. Can you imagine how many wine we drank together before? It was one section, wine. Second section, again, wine. And after that, I start to discuss about of contracts. More wine, again wine, and again wine. But when you discuss about of art direction, the art direction it's such a lightly position. In the same time, is very strong because you need to be inside in the soul of the factory. You need to know what happened about of passion technologies and blah blah blah. But in the same time, you need to put inside another point of view. You put inside a small vision, a small craziness, or if you like, I put inside, not only me, but we put inside one foolishness. Sometimes everything it's in the end of engineering people. If you put inside a bit of foolishness, everything has become a little bit more particular. For that reason, I asked to suspend in the air one beautiful 66 meter, 75 tons. It was for me so easy. Can you imagine this huge, beautiful flying boat? Fantastico. The engineer there was not so happy for that. Doesn't matter. They are engineer, but I start again. Well, when we start to touch the idea to be art director, we start to discuss with Massimo and the whole team in which way it's possible to show the real soul of the factory. I like to show first in which way we're talking about of quality, in which way we're talking about of work. For everybody, when you see the beautiful pieces outside, they're floating in the water, everybody think, they become like a huge toys. But think about how many people they are back of that toys. How many people they spend a life. They work every day, hours, and again hours, by hands, with the brain. Well, I try to figure out, is possible to show the dignity to be worker in elite days, and we show the capacity to be worker. That one, it's a small detail in the art direction work. Prego. Who is the mouse? Ok. Well, non sono capace di usarlo.
È quello che non facevo io.
I'm an electronic monkey. I hate technologies. This one for me is like a science fiction piece. Anyway, I feel like in a science fiction movie. Well, the idea is to coordinate everything, because when you sew and when you touch these beautiful pieces, everything is coordinated. But the soul of the factory, it's another point of the communication, it's another product. And we discussed together in which way it was possible to communicate better, 360 degrees, the whole soul of the factory. In which way it's possible to communicate during the presentation, Cannes, Düsseldorf, Miami, Genova, and the other fair all around the world. In which way it's possible to use the graphics, in which way it's possible to show the real capacity to be a leader. And we did, more or less, together, for the moment without the engineers. But we're thinking about in the future.
So we are going to put containers in the boat show,
Prego.
which is the design of...
Gira, gira. And more or less that's it. Nothing more.
And at the end,
Factories. In the end, factories, because again, for many people, architecture it's a language. For me, it's a special language because when we decide together to work around of architecture, we only save one simple topic word: factories, where the people produce something. And I didn't try to play like an architect, to design something extraordinary for myself. I only think we did, and I like, to follow one simple detail. Places where the people produce, and places with this kind of honesty. To be honest inside and in front of the productive places and sites. That's it. We only thinking to design factories with this kind of purity, this kind of mechanical issues. Not more, only the purity and the clearness to be inside in one factory. Without architect, of course. I hope without engineer too. But, nobody's perfect.